My dear friends, welcome to Rajashekar classes on applied data science with Python. This is lecture number 43. In this lecture, we are going to see how to import the data. In the previous lecture, that is in lecture number 42, we found that question marks and other special characters that are not being considered as blank values. Now, in this lecture, we will import the data by considering all of those. Again, we will see concise summary of our data frame. After that, we will convert the variable data types because in previous lecture, we have encountered that some variables are of not expected data type. So, in this lecture, we will convert variables to the expected data type. In this lecture, we will try to compare category data type and object data type in pandas. We will also discuss how to clean that column doors. Finally, we will try to count the missing values of all the variables or column names in data frame. So, now let's try to import the data by considering all forms of the missing values. So, now basically before importing, we need to know how missing values are represented in the data set. In order to make any reasonable decision, we need to be really sure how missing values are presented in our data frame. Whether it is a blank value or zero value or any question marks and any special characters. We have encountered in our data frame missing values are existed in the form of nan, or it may be in the form of double question marks, or it may be in the form of 4 question marks. This nan can be treated as blank values, but we don't worry about blank values because Python by default replaces them by nan. Now, importing the data considering other forms of missing values in a data frame. This one is simple. We discussed this many times. Just see pd dot read underscore csv. This is useful for reading CSV file. My CSV file name is toyota.csv, which is in applied data science with Python. This is my folder name in E drive. I need not explain again and again. We already explained. We discussed many times this particular statement. Because of that, a data frame, what we are doing here, just see, print data means we are printing this data frame. If you observe carefully this data frame, just see how many rows are there. There are 1436 rows and 10 columns. There is a command known as data.info. What is my data? Data is data frame name. Info means, I already discussed this one in my previous lecture. Just see, it will give all column names: price, age, kilometers, fuel type, HP, met color, automatic, CC, door weight. It will give number of non-values and corresponding data types. This I already discussed. Now, if you observe this particular data frame, just see what do we have? Just see 2 question marks. Here also you have 2 question marks. Here you have nan values. In this data frame, what we were saying, all blank values are defaultly, the Python itself will assign nan values in the place of blank values. Now there are other type of symbols. For example, 2 question marks, even there will be 4 question marks. Why? Because this entire data frame is not displayed here. If you see entire data frame, you can realize there is another type of special symbols like this 4 question marks. Anyway, we will try to analyze. Time being, let me proceed further. Now what I am doing here, in the previous case, just see, you have double question marks. Even in this data frame, you can have 4 question marks. Here what am I doing? Just I am adding simply one more argument. What it is, I have added another argument called NA underscore values. Just see, NA underscore values. In list, I am providing this double question mark and 4 question marks. What does it mean? Wherever this double question mark and 4 question marks appears in this particular data frame, they will be replaced by blank symbols. Blank symbols will be assigned a nan values by our Python. It is it basically says consider all those values as null values. Which values are null values means that double question mark and 4 question marks can be treated as null values because of this particular any underscore values. That null values will be assigned with nan by Python. Now let's move ahead and get concise summary of the data frame. How will you get concise summary of the data frame? Again, data.info. After performing this one, after adding this particular argument, just see, in earlier data frame, we had question marks. In the place of question marks, these nan values are replaced. Now we will try to compare. Again, what am I doing here? Just data.info. Means I am trying to find concise summary. What does it mean? Moving ahead and get a concise summary of the data frame. Because I really want to see the difference after changing the question marks to null values. You can see the difference. How can, just let me analyze like this. Just see this one. Observe these two, this particular slide carefully. What it says, summary before replacing special characters with nan. This is summary after replacing special characters with nan. Just compare these two columns. If you compare these two columns, you can see the drop in values. What is the drop in values? Just see, in the case of kilometers, how many null values are there? 1436 null values. Whereas after replacing special characters with null values, its count is 1421. 1436, 1421 means how many values are dropped? 15 values are dropped, isn't it? In similar manner, just compare these two columns, HP. Here I have 1436 non-null values, but whereas here I have 1430 non-null values. What does it mean? How many are dropped? 6 are dropped, isn't it? This step is really very important whenever in the performing of data analysis. Why? Because all those question marks are replaced by nan values, so that if it is that will be replaced by nan means this particular values will be dropped. This one is very useful in implementing our data science problems. We will see in future classes in which manner this one is helpful in solving or in applying many data science problems. Let me proceed further. Here, converting variables data types. So this is the advantage of keeping, means how can I say, as type is a method used to explicitly convert data type from one to another. For what is the syntax? Data frame dot as type. For example, there is a column name met color, metallic color, and another column name automatic. How can I convert this met color and automatic? Just see, met color and automatic. Automatic is of int type, met color is of float type. Just for met color is float type, therefore this float type will be converted into, we are going to convert this metallic color into object type, and automatic, it is originally this metallic color is a float 64, isn't it? This automatic is originally of int 64. Now we are going to convert this into object data. How can I convert? There is a method known as type. Just see, n bytes is used to get total number of bytes consumed by the elements. Anyway, we will try to understand this. Before that, let me discuss this converting of data type. How will it be? Data is my data frame name. Met color is its column name. Data of met color dot as type object means we are assigning it the same variable. Therefore, what does it mean? Original data frame will be reflected with these changes, isn't it? How will it be? Just see, this one original met color is, what is the data type? Float 64. This float 64 we are converting into, this is converting into object, and we are keeping in data of met color means original data frame column will get updated. In similar manner, automatic data type is int 64. Now that is converted into object. This is converted into object, and we are keeping in original data frame column. Therefore, there is a column automatic in the data frame data that will be updated with the object. Means we are converting metallic color and automatic gearbox, isn't it? Both of we are converting them into which type? Object data type. Now we will try to understand category and object data type. Just see, fuel type is object data type. Just go back and check what's the data type of fuel type. Just see here, where is my fuel type? Fuel type is object data type. Just check here, isn't it? This fuel type originally is object data type. Now, if you check how many bytes it consumes, just now we discussed. Data means data frame name. Fuel type is column name. N bytes means it will return number of bytes consumed by this fuel type column name. How many bytes are we getting? 11,488, isn't it? Now, let me say data means data frame. Fuel type is column name. As a type means you are converting, this is originally object data type. We are converting into category data type. N bytes. N bytes means it will, if you convert this one into n bytes, how many bytes does it require? Just if you observe, you will get, how many bytes will you get? 1460 1148 means almost 10028, isn't it? That many bytes difference, there is that much difference, isn't it? So this will be really useful when you are dealing with a huge amount of data and we want to reduce the space that is being allocated for every variable. We will go ahead with object. This is just for illustration purpose. What we illustrated here, if it is object data type, almost 1000, maybe more, 10028 difference is there, isn't it? If you convert it into category data type, just it is occupying 1460, whereas if it is just, if you keep it as object data type, it consuming more memory, isn't it? Anyway, let me proceed further. If it is something, just this data type conversions means assigning appropriate data type is very important. As I told you, we will go ahead with the object data type only. To illustration, for the illustration purpose, I explained the difference between object data type and category data type, whereas category data type occupies very less memory compared to object data type. Now, rechecking the data types of variables. What does it mean? Now we will check. How can I check? Same story, data.info. Price is integer, okay. Age is float. Kilometer is float. Fuel type is object. Fuel type we are proceeding as it is, isn't it? HP previously float 64. Met color object. This metallic color, previously met color is float 64, isn't it? Now it is changed. Float 64 to object. Automatic, previously this automatic is int 64. This one is converted into object. That's what we did, isn't it? We changed the data type of met color and automatic. Just see in previous slide. Just see this one. Data of met color equal to data of met color as type, again data of automatic equal to data of automatic as type of object, means we converted two variables, met color and automatic, into object we also compare, but we have not changed this one. Which one? You must be careful here. What is that? Where is that fuel type? Isn't it? Fuel type I have not changed it. Originally it was object data type. Still I kept only object data type. I never changed. Just for illustration purpose only. In my previous slide, just I have shown it. But still I am continuing my discussion with this object data type only. Let me proceed further. Now we will try to clean the column doors. Just recall my previous lecture. In my previous lecture, I discussed one command known as unit command, where you can find this one. This is in NumPy. Cleaning column doors. There is a column doors. I have difficulty in the column doors. How can I clean? Checking unique values of the doors. How can I check? np.unique data of doors. Data is my data frame name. Doors is in column name. In that column, it will return all unique values that I am printing here. What are the unique values? 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3. I have difficulty, isn't it? They are in single quotes. That the system will be is treating it as an object. Just see what is the doors data type here. Just see, doors data type is object, isn't it? Why this doors data type is object? Why actually doors data type is it must be integer. Why? Because car number of doors may be 2 doors, 3 doors, 4 doors, something like that. It cannot be an object data type. It's wrongly it's a wrong data type. Therefore, you have to correct it. How can I correct it? There by mistake, instead of entering digit 5, they typed FIV5. By mistake, instead of entering digit 4, they typed FOUR4. Instead of entering digit 3, they typed THRE3. It's a mistake. Because of this mistake, this particular column is considered as object data type. Now we will try to clean this column. How can I clean? There is a command, there is a function, there is a method. Replace is used to replace existing value with new value. To replace, this value will be replaced and I will discuss. Just say data is my data frame name. In that one, doors is my column name. In that column, replace. This 3, that 3 must be replaced by digit 3. Wherever this THRE3 appears, that will be replaced by 3. In place equal true means that original column of data frame, that is doors, will get reflected. Means changes will be saved in original data frame itself if I write in place equal true. In similar manner, this number 4 is replaced by digit 4. In place equal true means original data frame column will be affected. Means it will saved in original data frame data whose column is doors. In the doors itself, this changes will be reflected. In similar manner, this 5 will be replaced in the place of FIV5. In place equal true means original data frame will get affected with these modifications. Now, converting door data type. Now we changed all the strings into integers. Now let me change the data type also. How can I change? Data of doors as a type int64. Means this particular column we are converting into int64 and keeping, I am assigning in the same variable doors only. Means original data frame will get reflected with these changes. Now if you want, just you can find missing values. How one can find the missing values? It is simple. How can I? Is_null will give output in terms of boolean values, that is either true or false. It will consider old data frame. Why? Because we are saying that data frame dot is_null. Therefore, is_null will be applied to all the elements of data frame. If missing value is present, it will return true. If missing value is not present, it will return 0. Therefore, what happens? True means 1, false means 0. Isn't it? True means 1, false means 0. Sum means it will add in for each column. Price, there are no missing values. Age, there are 100 missing values. KM, there are 15 missing values. Fuel type, there are 100 missing values. This missing value information is very crucial. Now, these missing values will be treated with appropriate techniques. I will discuss how to deal these missing values in my future classes. Time being, let me go to our Jupyter notebook and we will try to analyze the same thing in our Jupyter notebook. Just see this one, this first one. What we did, index underscore call equals 0 means this we know. what will first column will be treated as an index column. This is a table where you can find 1436 rows and 10 columns. Here I have difficulty. Just see, I have got 2 question marks. I have got 2 question marks. Even I have got nan means I have got nan values. All the blank values will be assigned with non values. I have difficulty these 2 question marks, and even if you elaborately check this data frame, you can find 4 question marks also. Data.info means what will I get? I will get concise summary of that particular data frame. It will give this, I already discussed. Now what am I doing? I am adding one more argument, any underscore value equal 2 question marks and 4 question marks. In that case, what happened? That 2 question marks and 4 question marks will be assigned with blank symbols, and in return Python will assign nan values. In my previous data frame, I had question marks. Now, though, all those question marks are replaced by nan values, isn't it? Now, again, if you check data.info, you can see the concise summary of the data frame after replacing the double question marks and 4 question marks with nan symbols. If you want, you can check, you can compare also. Just see here, that's what I compared in my last lecture. Even I discussed, I think I need not discuss, isn't it? Same thing I discussed. Now, if you want to change particular column data type, you can change. There is a, this is data frame name, metallic color is the column name of the data frame. Originally, this is a float 64. Now, I am converting it into as type object, means I am converting that float 64 to object. Again, data is data frame name, automatic is column name, whose original data type was int 64. That one I am converting into object. Isn't it? It's simple. I am converting. Now, if you want, you can check also data of fuel n bytes. If you want, just type data.info. Anyway, I will check data fuel type. Fuel type means it's a variable. What's the data type of fuel type? Just see, fuel type data type is object, isn't it? If it is object data type, how many n bytes it will return number of bytes consumed by this particular fuel type? How many? 11488. But if you convert that fuel type as category, that's what it says, data frame name, fuel type, column name, as type category, I am converting into category and calculating number of bytes. What will it return? It will return 1460 bytes. There is a drastic difference in between 114, almost 10028 bytes difference, isn't it? This is very important. This gives significance of you can save lot of memory. This I already discussed in my presentation. Just if you want to recheck the data types, just say data.info. Earlier we converted, just see, metallic color automatic into object data type, but still I am continuing fuel type as object data type. I have not changed fuel data type, but I changed metallic color automatic to object data type. Just check metallic color is I converted into object, and automatic also I converted into object. But I never changed fuel type. For illustration purpose only I have seen. I continued data type of fuel as an object data type. Now np.unique command I already discussed. Now we will try to clean the column doors. In the column doors, the 543. Actually 5 must be a number. By mistake they entered FIV5. Now this is treated as, this is mixed data type. You have integers as well strings. In that case, your Python will treat that particular column as an object column. Therefore, this 5 must be replaced by digit 5. Let me clean this particular column. How can I clean? Just see, data of doors, replace this THREE3 will be replaced by digit 3. In place true means original data frame will get affected. 4 will be replaced by digit 4. In place equal true means original data frame will be, these changes will be saved in your original data frame. This number 5 will be replaced in the place of FIV5. In place true means that original data frame get reflected. That's what it says, isn't it? Now after converting this, now I replace this FIV5 by digit 5, FOR4 by digit 4, THRE3 by digit 3. Now let me convert that particular column into int type. As type int 64 means that particular column will be converted into into int64. Even if you want to calculate that null values also, you can calculate that. I have shown in my presentation. If you want to check same thing, if you want to check, you can check in your in your Jupyter notebook. It's simple, data dot is null dot sum. Just type that one. This particular output you will get. It is simple lecture, but this lecture is very important. Just go through this lecture. If you have any difficulty, just keep a comment so that I will try to answer. Thank you very much.